Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is support. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. And the world has completely transformed since then. So if I encounter anything that is out of date, I will stop myself and give you the most recent information. If necessary, at the end, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. Also, I have some special offerings, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Support. My wakeful period in the middle of the night is the most creative time. All sorts of thoughts and ideas come to me, and it's an opportunity to clear energy. What I like to do also is a mini divine opening, imagining Niagara Falls flowing into me, filling my space with source energy and cleansing blocks to manifestation. Recently, there's been interference, and I haven't been feeling as connected as I'm used to. Last night, I had a revelation, which is leading to this blog post. What is support? Where does it come from? Who provides it? What do you have to do to get it? From the moment we're required nourishment, we've been given concepts and perceptions about these things. These are very core issues. We relied on our parents, our mother particularly, to take care of ourselves at the start. Heavy-duty early subconscious memories about needing to be fed and changed and comforted. As we got older, those experiences became our concepts for viewing the world. What we perceived and were told about the world also added to our storehouse. Is your worldview supportive? Is it a benevolent universe? Does God have your best interest at heart? Or were you told one thing and you experienced another thing? Was it a God of love, but those who told you weren't exactly loving? If you weren't good, you would go to hell? Yikes, what a way to disempower and instill fear. As I do my Niagara Falls exercise, I think about source energy and all that abundance and love flowing in. Often I start the exercise and notice I'm energetically dehydrated. With the work I do, my energy flows outward and I'm not used to receiving. It doesn't occur to me to reach out for support because historically I've been on my own in dealing with these things. There's lots of stories as to why this is, but it is just story. The shift I did early this morning was to realize that source energy wasn't flowing from this dimension. It's from outside the hologram. We are all an infinite being, and I would say now we are all consciousness who created this experience for the fun of density and effort. The story and the details were all scripted by you as consciousness. Before you realize this, the story tends to enforce fear and powerlessness. After you wake up to who you really are, you go into clearing mode. Story arises as you expand beyond your limiting beliefs, but you know it's just story. It evaporates eventually and you surge forward into your expansion. So this morning, what happened was the sensation shifted from in through the top of my head, which is part of my energy meditation routine that I've been doing since 1981, to a flow coming behind me. Flow is too dense a word, and behind me is too limiting in its direction. It's really non-linear and non-dimensional. The idea of dimension still requires space, and this is beyond space. And I will say that as I have grown in consciousness, as I've gone through this consciousness shift, it is true, there's directions don't make any sense. And what I will find is energy will manifest from the inside out. So it's not coming from the outside in any way. If you imagine you're a character in a Pixar film and the programmer steps in and makes changes, how would you perceive it? Where would you feel it came from? What I realized that is true support. It's not coming from anything in the storyline. It's not coming from the economy, from money, from your job, from relationships, or anything that we viewed as sources of support. It's beyond the concepts of God and the universe. It's outside of those limitations. When you can be with that awareness, everything shifts in your reality. Support comes from out of thin air, from places that you don't expect, because it's coming from the true source in the first place. In reading this, you've allowed a transition to happen within you as well. Allow this awareness to gently permeate your understanding, and notice what shows up for you as the week unfolds, and notice what's different. And leave a comment below. I love to read your comments. So there really isn't much to add to that. I would just say that this is a fantastic way to help change your reality and to move forward. Everything is so brand new and out of the box. It's required all our old techniques to be updated. And so things that are from the past, like my energy running techniques from the 1980s, don't work anymore, just in the same way that gasoline doesn't work in an all-electric vehicle. So as you play with this and as you update your experience of Source, then you will experience new manifestations in your life as well. And if you like these videos, please click on the like button, and also please click on the bell icon to subscribe. And when you do those two things, it tells the algorithm for YouTube to share them far and wide and get them to people who really need this information. And if you want a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the skybox technique. It'll give you an expanded perspective of your life and give you greater insights and solutions. And if you want to learn how to do this for yourself, I have a self-study course called Manifesting Money and Miracles. It teaches you how to change the energy within yourself, and that creates a completely different reality in your outside world. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I do individual sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today. And I can answer any questions that you have, whether it's about relationships, it's about your job, it's about your housing. I can talk to dead people, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to know more, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a great primer and preparation for my coaching special, where I work with you one-on-one and give you advanced consciousness techniques for you to transform your life. So go to my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.